আপনারা চলে আসেন। হ্যাঁ, বিআইসিসি।
And I said, go and take a flight. I said, go and take a flight from London.
Yeah.
It's easier for you.
Yeah.
You know, I said, train. That's yesterday. I said, go to London and take the flight from there. So at least I'm done.
Fine. That's fine.
We need to change that.
Yes. Definitely.
That's
We count on you. Keep selling,
well,
spreading the
for
message.
me, I said to the young people, you know, somebody asked me, how old I said I'm 62, and I'm going to stop at 70. You know, I was going to and he said, so what did I say? Let me tell you, if politics in the profession, maybe I'll say, I have lost everything. Because I have been there. Brought me to politics have brought me down to 20% of the network. Because I think what enough money that every year, even if I don't want, probably I've earned $500,000, $1 million, so I don't want to work there. But I must contribute to changing the world. We must have less than and all these things across the world for me, president is not a second thing. Everything you can do as a president, you can do in 5 years. Everything that you want to do as a governor, I did it in 5 years. What did you
of Commonwealth countries, he has very clearly and strategically used the word Commonwealth family. So we are in the family, so we must be free to express what our limitations and what's our wealth. Commonwealth, similar wealth we have, and there are also similar limitations that we also have to accept. So our advantage is that SMEs are more smart in the production line, but equally they are at the back in the marketing. So SMEs should choose quality of products and they can help in the marketing line. So what we need to address our problems, basically the mingling of the marketing and the production line. So SME should be at the moment in Bangladesh experience, they are more capable in the production line. So marketing line gap is one of the challenges at the moment to be commonly assessed and monitored. And number two advantage that we have and the limitations that the youth which are now moving around, it is more than 2 million. So youth need a capital. So whether we are transforming the SMEs as a smart and attractive career, what are youths as currently they are coming. So these youths are really good asset for us, but if we can make the SMEs as a bright career, then these youths will jump up to undertake and will grow fast. So youths always move fast. So this is our privilege. And now, how can we do that? We need a very strong, supportive mechanism that will lead the youngs from the university or any institutions and link them with the SME type of the careers. So this is one wonderful type of the privilege that we have. At the same time, this is also limited. I have seen some of the SMEs here from Bangladesh who are joining. They have completed their career in the institution and undertaken this sort of SME as their career. So this is one type of the solution that we can do. And the mostly market players are mentioning that the products from SMEs are not so much best quality to satisfy the customers. So here is the adoption of the technology, upgradation and adaptation of the technology by the SMEs are extremely required. So these are the few points where we can explore very thoroughly as the member of the Commonwealth family.
Yeah, I think it's a key word, isn't it? And I'm sure everybody in the
So we've brought together these three relevant points and we're working towards digitization of trade. We know that Bangladesh is a great manufacturing hub. The SMEs are doing very well when it comes to production and manufacturing, but how do they get that kind of adequate market access? How do they demonstrate a competitive advantage? How do they compete with bigger businesses? How they level the playing field? So we have come up with a digital platform and we've created a digital trade corridor between different countries. The latest one that we've created was between UK and Kenya. So what happens is this digital platform collects, processes and exchanges information related to trade. So what SMEs can do is make use of the tool on this platform to input your trade-related data, and it is used by every participant in the entire supply chain. So the whole cost and time in manual processing of trade goods, of shipments, just comes down, gets reduced significantly. They're able to get market access with the help of the data analytics available on the platform. They're able to understand the market trends, they're able to understand the risks associated with everything, and they get all that information in real time, which is very critical when it comes to fast-moving goods. And it also helps them with administrative delays because the whole process is very transparent. Now that their entire customs and trade-related data is on a digital hub, they're able to make their information available to players in the international market as well, because again, the networks that Ivy was talking about, the platforms like these have international networks that are now open to these companies or the SMEs, and they're able to significantly arm themselves with the help of the international market information. The decisions that they're going to make will be dependent on the international trend. So this helps them create a name for them globally. This helps them make their process and their product. This is one handhold that we have recently been working on. And I heard that you're also working on Kenya and other countries, so it would be great to hear more from you.
So I'm intrigued by that, a digital trade corridor. So if there's any...
We have seen that the central bank has come up with this 1% cost of deposit. They are providing me the deposit, the fund at 1% cost. And now that there, for that kind of segment, where I have seen in Africa, they charge huge interest, annualized basis, 50%, 60%, but we are still at 9%, and I can do that because central bank is supporting me with this 1% of access to my funds that I give to them. So I mean the focus is changing, like in Citibank and our bank. Right now as I'm talking, I have nearly $1 billion worth of a small and medium segment book, SME. So this is a segment, if we can support it properly. The problem lies with, the problems have been already noted by many of us, but if you ask me, like, putting your bankers at, tell me what is the main issue. I think the main issue is this mindset of the traditional bankers not to go into that segment because the history has not been good, but, we are not taking into account that things are changing. So this is one thing. So they run from bank to bank for a small finance, and when it comes to export, I believe they lack that knowledge, they lack that capacity, they lack that understanding. There is no website. They should be helped in all these ways. Academia can come in, build platforms for them.
Let me come in there, because I think you made a whole heap of really interesting points. And maybe Ivy can come in and respond to that point from an academic perspective. Should the guys coming through be better equipped to be more impressive to the lenders as they start their businesses and as they begin their life as an entrepreneur?
It's important. We like to take a lot of things for granted, and especially in my part of the world, people think that it's okay to just have a fantastic business idea. Half the time it's fantastic to them, but if we really put those ideas out of the building, as we call it, they really wouldn't withstand the test. And I'll go back to what UPSA does and how UPSA is contributing to the lives and the worth of SMEs via their entrepreneurs. Now, we've got a program that's a collaboration between UPSA and the Business School of the Catholic University of Milan. It's called the Altus Business School. So we ran an MBA in impact, entrepreneurship, and innovation. What this program does is it takes on young entrepreneurs who have ideas. So there are some who come in with the intention to become entrepreneurs, and there are those who already have businesses and want to scale up. What we do is we take those ideas that they have and put it through the test rigorously. So I've worked as a business coach on this program for a few years, and so I'm able to speak to direct experiences and encounters that I've had with some of these young people. What we do is we literally design their entrepreneurial journey. So we take them through the whole idea of constructing a business model. We've got a canvas that we go by. It's not the regular business model that's out of the market, but we take them through all the steps. So right from identifying their customer channels, crafting their value proposition into something that's going to be viable and competitive globally if they intend to go that far, all the way to equipping them with the skills to pitch their businesses and to make them appealing. And a lot of the time, some of the ideas that they come in with, by the time you've taken it through the test, they find that it's not viable and they need to go back to the drawing board and start from scratch because it's not going to appeal to people who are going to be able to provide them the funding to be able to rise to whatever levels they intend to go to, exactly like you're saying. So we provide them with these skills that equip them to become.
Since I started it, well, quite frankly, starting from what you said last and what I've been saying, it all boils down to issue of the right policy, the right fiscal policy from government to the SMEs and supporting them financially. There should be a fiscal support from government with the right policy and the that will support even the banks to be able to support them with proper financing. If you use what Citibank MD had just said last year, I use just Bangladesh as an example. Lending and supporting SME is critical for any country. I was in this country in 2009. Then the GDP of this country was $90 billion. Per capita was actually 700. Today, same country is about 460 billion GDP with per capita of 2,700. I don't know of any country that have grown with this space 4 times what they used to be. So, and this was something that was supported by SMEs. What the women and all this were able to do, that's why they're doing what they're doing today with garment export and everything. So SME support is very critical for any nation to develop and build sustainable growth.
Thank you very much. And